All right, here we go.
So, Stump, which item do you think is going to be the first find here, outside of Morphing Ball, of course?
I'd really like to see immediate charge beam in one of these.
I as well would like to see a beam. I would like to see the Ohio beam, just because I want to see all those awesome wave emotes in chat that people have. I always think that's pretty fun. And it looked like neither runner using Meme Fall.
Neither one did. We got at Morph Ball. We've got Morph Ball.
We got some people, looks like, hoping for that Sephi beam. Got cross product. Hoping for them high jump boots. And sorry, what were you going to say there, Stump?
That's and if that comes up, then the fun with beams. Healing. Oh, we have an E-Tank, so we got Vanilla Blue Brinstar.
If we hadn't picked up those power bombs earlier, ladies and gentlemen, I would be having to ask if this was even randomized.
Muscles are good to see here too. They're proving that this actually is randomized.
So this means when they get up to Bomb Treezo, it's going to have to be some sort of progression item, whether it's Screw Attack, Speed Booster, or bombs. Well, actually, they do have power bombs. So I guess it doesn't
power
have
bombs.
to be. Yeah, you are right. I totally forgot about those power bombs already.
Checking the power bomb pack. But we'll be seeing Emerald Mother Brain. We've got another pack of super muscles. Really helpful. I have all of those packs of super muscles this early in the game. Trouble getting up the climb.
It's looking like Becky's definitely dealing with a little bit of nerves here.
Another energy tank. A Bomb Treezo. A high five in the pre-Bomb Treezo hallway. Headed out to the ship.
So Wild's gonna be able to get into Gauntlet, unless he's going straight over to Rex ship. He's gonna be able to get into the Gauntlet, but he's not gonna really be able to get out with only those 5 power bombs.
Oh, Wild's going up there anyway.
Yeah. At least he'll have the knowledge of what's up there, but and Becky finding Speed and Terminator, that would be extremely useful. This opens up Rex ship for her.
It also means there will not be any need to come back here for Waterway.
And just an E-tank up at Gauntlet. So
Yeah,
Wild...
yeah. Speed Booster also opens up the possibility of doing early Supers Room the intended way, which Becky did.
Cross product bringing up a very, very good point there is that if Wild had gone down to Terminator and gotten speed, he could have gotten out of there.
More packs of super missiles in the room with the reserve tank, and bombs where the reserve tank would be. We'll be seeing more packs of super missiles.
And picking up those bombs is going to help out big time. Because those bombs are definitely going to help prevent some soft lock situations.
And 2 regular missiles. So in that room. But not all supers. So going over to the, crossing that room the intended way.
Ooh, and just getting over that Nope tank as well. We'll see if she picks it up on the way back.
Is the first reserve tank of the run. There are not too many more of those.
Indeed there aren't. There are only 3 more of those reserve tanks left. And we will see just how quickly these runners come across them.
Becky using Speed Booster to get through those bomb blocks.
And she's going to get more super missiles.
Narrowly avoiding picking up that reserve tank.
And Becky's going to enter the wave gate room. Let's see how many tries it takes. He tried to skip that on the way back. Unfortunately, he was just a few seconds too late on that jump.
Becky getting second try reverse green gate glitch. Nice. And Aria.
That is big. That is going to be big for both of these runners extremely early on. This is going to get rid of any need for hell runs.
And space jump at charge.
A lot of movement items really early on, which is really fun to see because we'll get to see these runners definitely put them to use for a good portion of this game.
It is coming in handy for Becky not to need to going through that water without gravity. Yay, vanilla E-tank. And now Wild's got Varia also.
So I actually really liked what Becky did there with the power bomb because it allowed her to farm up the items on the way with the Shine Spark.
Very nicely. And after that, after another Charge beam room, high five. Wild about to go get that tank and through to red tower.
We'll see if they decide to go down to X-ray at this point. There's almost no reason not to, as they're going to be passing it with space jump.
Going straight down. And was that X-ray?
Becky going straight to the Sephi beam location. And is going to find screw attack.
Right other than what is usually there.
Screw attack is going to let her just YOLO right on through everything. And we'll see if Wild decides to head over to X-ray at this point.
Hopefully one of Kraid's 2 items, or one of the Upper Norfair items will be something that will help in getting through, because with the has come up now. Yeah, because this set of items is quite conducive to a Norfair trip.
So Wild did have an absolutely awesome traversal of the X-ray room there, getting the D-boosts were applicable, and meanwhile Becky starts her fight with Kraid, decides to sit him down, not taking him to prom today, calls him ugly and moves on. Kraid lives matter, y'all.
And Kraid turns out to have been guarding an energy tank.
Wild gonna go ahead and enter Sephi's safe space and pick up the screw attack there.
It looks like we're going to... Oh, and another energy tank. A vanilla one this time as Kraid's other prize. Oh, the time for that item fanfare caused another high five to be narrowly averted, unfortunately. Is all ready to go clean out Norfair.
Meanwhile, Wild making his way over to Kraid to begin his fight.
Immediate ice beam check. Sure.
And will Wild decide it's Kraid to prom? He does!
Find at ice a reserve tank.
Kraid said that he was feeling beautiful today and wanted to go to prom, but fortunately he wrecked up the place when he got there, so Wild had to sit him down. Toasty Muffins, you are correct. Wild definitely bought that DLC. But he definitely played it well.
speed booster, showing its usefulness in the mini Kraid room.
And Becky deciding to forego the power bomb pack. Ooh, ice beam. Very nice find by Becky. Becky gonna go ahead and pick that up. We'll see what Wild decides to do when he gets there. So there are 2 power bomb packs in here. Now that Becky has ice, she doesn't technically need 15, but she is going to go ahead and gather the next 2.
Having 15 power bombs is nice because it allows crystal flashing.
That's very true. I always forget about that.
But almost get a reserve tank.
And he just nopes right out of it. Meanwhile, it looks like Becky's going down to Croc. So prepare those Cruxies and Cheaty Myers because she might be going down there. Nope, she heads back out. Put him back out. Put him back away.
In this room, are we about to see a high jumpless lava dive?
Oh, Wild arm pumping right off of that. Gentle slope there. And Wild is going to go down to Crockemeyer, so feel free to get them back out as he wall jumps off his chest.
Meanwhile, Becky is going for high jumpless lava dive.
Lava dives are definitely not easy things to pull off.
This is especially tricky one to do. She does have those reserve tanks, and if it comes down to it, she has the supplies to crystal flash also, if necessary.
And it looks like she's going to go ahead and take the crystal flash. Meanwhile, Wild finishing up Crockemeyer. He did find an E-tank there. I did not see if he took it.
I didn't either. Becky is through lava dive. And into lower Norfair. Wild's getting over to grapple with a horizontal shine spark.
And it's the third note there. So Crockemeyer not paying off at all for Wild.
Checking the minor item that was there. The jump off that ramp is still works even if you as long as you have speed booster, even if you don't have high jump.
Becky
and Becky is
validating her run.
Validated run with the best item in the game at screw attack.
Wild picking up some more miners here. Another pack of missiles, bringing him up to 20 and 25.
And Becky getting those fast pillars, starting in the previous room. First room.
And here we definitely see the power of screw attack come into play. She can just move right through everything. And it looks like Wild's gonna head straight towards Lower Norfair. At least he's headed towards that direction. And he will, so not even checking the high jump boots room for that item.
Becky down towards Wasteland. Screw attack really showing its usefulness in that room too.
And Wild with the first try lava dive.
Being missiles.
Wild indeed made that look easy indeed, and it is definitely not.
And that was a very well executed Shine Spark kill on the first Metal Pirate.
And we'll be seeing Wild about to validate his run.
Becky doing a little farming. Because without charge.
So she does have space jumping. Sorry, go ahead.
It's going to damage Ridley.
So she does have space jump and screw attack. If she wanted, she could do she could do a frame perfect in place spin jump and farm that way. Not the easiest thing to do. Wild will be able to make up some ground on that with the tickle beam farming, however. This has been a beautiful fight so far from Becky.
Yeah, Becky.
Wow, using that,
landing all of that ammo.
Using that screw attack to just go right through Ridley and nail him from the back with some missiles. That was beautiful.
Not get Ridley at all.
It was too high up, it looked. So, for those of you in chat that don't know, you can damage Ridley with power bombs, and typically, depending on where it's placed, you can hit him twice with one power bomb. Ooh.
The second Shine Spark was a little off, but the first one worked very nicely. And Plasma Beam as the prize for beating Ridley.
Very nice.
Always good to add power to the beam.
Meanwhile, Wild starting his farming adventure.
Taking full advantage of that grapple beam.
So chat bringing up the good point that Wild's gonna definitely have to be a little bit more careful with his ammo than Becky was, since he does have less power bombs.
Good to see all of those power bombs hitting twice.
He is getting great placement with those indeed.
Going for the speedball out of Wasteland.
It looks like Wild might have missed with a few of those missiles.
It's not the supers that are missing.
You're right, that is the important thing. But even so, he is going to need quite a bit of his ammo stores to finish this off, so any miss is still a little bit clunchy.
Just the supers and power bombs would have been enough. But down goes Ridley. Hopefully held an energy tank.
Which I'm sure
So
Becky is
vanilla.
happy to pick up. Wild having a really close fight with Ridley there.
Both on their way out of Norfair now. Attack is going to for the Musketeers. Hitbox through the first one.
So even with screw attack, you do have to be a little bit careful with the Three Musketeers, because when you're in that wall jump pose, it takes the screw attack away and you are able to still get hit. However, Becky definitely having enough health to tank a few hits.
And now we'll see what's at Wave Beam.
Just another E-tank.
She was originally not going to get it, but then changed her mind. That E-tank will ability if charge were to come up. Be seeing what's at speed booster and at the reserve tank now.
I never truly realized just how much high jump boots helps in that Batcave until just now when Becky ball jumped her way up there.
Yeah, high jumpless Batcave is
just another energy tank at speed, and Becky's gonna nope right out of that. To the questions in chat, Ice was at high jump boots, and currently nobody has high jump boots. But they do have space jump, so...
Another power bomb on the way to
beam. And it's that Ohio beam, so get those wave emotes out for the wave beam, ladies and gentlemen. I love seeing all
And
those
Super's
wavy
right
modes.
next
That's
to
so
it.
awesome.
That's good to see too.
The Ohio beam.
Becky up to a powered other than charge beam.
And go ahead and
Still
get
has
those.
not checked Croc.
Get those Croxies and Cheaty Myers out because we're seeing them again. Unfortunately for Becky, this is not going to pan out. But I do agree with the check here. She does not know what's there, but unfortunately for her, like I said, it will not pan out.
The wave beams for Wild, so time for more waving.
Cheaty, oh my god.
Combinations of regular and super missiles. Hits in one crack per mouth open. Getting that fight done a little bit faster.
So Wild headed through Frog Speedway. I'd wager we're going to go see him check on high jump booths since he has not been there yet. And almost forgetting, but he goes back in. Now we'll see if he decides to pick up this Ice Beam because earlier today he said Ice Beam was for plebs. So let's see if he picks it up. He decides to pick it up, so Wild, I see you there.
Noble power bombs in the pre high jump room. I'd forgotten that that's what was that's what the minor items there were. Power bombs in this one.
There actually have indeed been a lot of power bombs this one, so that's a very good point. I actually rarely see this many power bombs in the randos. This has been insane, the amount we've seen so far.
Yeah. Well, now Wild making his way up Red Tower towards the ship. It was a little bit scary to see that Shine Spark ends so close to a yapping mall. Wild's now up Red Tower.
For those of you that may be newer to the game and don't understand why Shine Sparking next to a Yapping Maw is scary, outside of the fact that, hey, it can possibly grab you, it'll also crash the game if it grabs you in the middle of your Shine Spark, so...
And Becky now out of Norfair. Moat. Oh.
I didn't see, did Wild decide to, and I'm betting no since he's currently where he's at, but he didn't check on Mama Turtle on his way up here, did he?
No. As far as progression goes, we've got two major possibilities here. He is somewhere in the wrecked ship, or is Gravity is not in one of the 4 major items that are in the wreck ship. The runners have all of the other ingredients of Suitless Meridia.
Wow, getting a very nice speedball into the Ghidorah door.
Wild is beginning the Phantoon fight. Patterns happen.
Meanwhile, Becky making her way out of X-Ray, which was made very easy by having Space Jump and Screw Attack. Thankfully, that combo of items makes it almost assured that you're not going to die and does not give me aneurysms when runners go into X-Ray with it.
Yep, and now it's down and can start collecting those major items.
So what do you think we're going to have, Stump? A wrecked ship or a stacked ship? I personally think it's going to be somewhere in between.
At least one of gravity or high jump has to be charge could still be somewhere too. Well, there it is.
Oh, there it is. So that's going to be a huge find. I feel like ever since the new logic was implemented, wreck ship has been an extremely powerful play for runners, whereas Norfair has turned into nothing but a bunch of E-tanks, which rightly so, since, you know, if they have to hell run, they need the E-tanks, but I definitely feel like wreck ship has gained way more importance than it's had in the past. But as always, risky without speed, but they do have speed, so...
Yeah, well, now Wild no longer needs to worry about finding minor items. And with the majors to next progression item is that comes up. And there's high jump.
And there's the high jump boots.
Meridia is now on the table.
So we'll see if he ends up finding the last Nope tank up here. And Spacer is also available, as is another E-tank, so we could possibly still have a suitless seat here, everybody. Let's get those bless RNGs in chat if you want to see some suitless. Those are always fun to watch.
Get a nice leftward traversal of the Spiky Death Room, and Wild is going to head out.
Becky having an amazing Phantoon fight.
Suitless Meridia incoming. Or may not turn out to have been necessary.
That's definitely a gamble indeed. It does definitely get him out of wreck ship faster.
Two items do take quite a while to get to.
They do, and we'll see if just simply leaving wreck ship is going to save him that time of the suitless Meridia. Because suitless Meridia takes time as well, and it is
Becky's charge beam.
So Wild gonna begin his suitless run. A very beautiful entry into Meridia.
It looks like up through, Wild's gonna go up through Fish Tank. Made possible by the
And it looks like Wild turned off Plasma. I agree with that because with Plasma on, it can pierce through the fish, since Plasma is a piercing weapon, and it can end up killing them when you do not want it to. And then you have to reset the room if that happens.
nice climb of Fish Tank. But that means Mama Turtle item check. And we got Becky going.
Becky is going up.
The 2 remaining items of Wreck Ship Bar. Is up the mountain.
I'd wager we see Wild. Ooh, and there's Gravity.
There is Gravity Suit.
That is going to help Becky make up a lot of time. That is huge for Becky. Wild going full suitless though, not going down to that sand pit.
And thanks to Ice Beam, Wild will be getting through this room.
Wild having an absolutely amazing suitless, however.
And Plasma nicely dealing with Batoon's weird hitboxes.
Those are the worst hitboxes. The absolute worst hitboxes. I smacked him square in the face the other day with a charge shot. Nothing.
And Batoon turned out to have...
And there's the Sephi beam.
The choice but to get it because Suitless Meridia.
Yeah. He's gonna have to go up through there anyway. Or risk falling through the sand pit. And I would much rather just pick up the beam.
X-ray.
So
this means that Becky now has the microwave beam.
Indeed. All 3 components have been gathered. Doing Wild with a nice recovery on that there.
Getting Wild across the
So Wild's choice to go suitless and just leave the ship is absolutely paying off at this point.
Well, Wild doesn't really need to... Oh, that takes care of getting out of the precious room. He has to deal with here is killing Draygon and out of this room.
While Becky making her way very quickly over to Meridia.
All right, down goes Draygon.
Wild deciding to orphan all of those little shrimp there. Sometimes we like to think of ourselves as the hero when we play this game, but we never remember about those orphan shrimp that we cause.
Wild's gotta get these grapple jumps now. There they are.
To the point in chat about Wild not checking Draygon item, there's absolutely no need for him to check it at this point. He has absolutely everything he needs to just move on and finish up.
It's probably an E-tank, although it could be the remaining reserve tank. It would come into play if Wild had a little bit more trouble with the grapple jump, but using the microwave beam on Platoon. Charge up through the door.
Oh, just missing the full halfie.
It's ready to deploy the microwave beam again.
So, for those of you in chat that don't know how this works, plasma does damage every frame that it goes through the enemy, and with the X-ray, it slows that down unless you get more hits onto the enemy that you're using it on. Also, why Becky decides to kneel there is that once you kill Draygon, it forces you into a standing position. So once Samus stands up, you know at that point that you've killed Draygon. And it's just a really easy visual cue to know that you're done and can stop microwaving her. And Becky catching right up to Wild here.
Wild getting through that top door with a grapple jump. Jumping off the frozen fish. Wild will be out of Meridia.
And let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, what happened to poor Fishy Loft a few races ago. Never forget that someone decided to screw. Oh, oh my God! Forget a few races ago, Becky just said, "Screw you, Fishy Loft." I was not ready for that at all. This poor fish. Alright. On a serious note, as Wild enters Turian.
And WhiteMageBecky not far behind.
Oh, man.
Both have ice, so both will get through the Metroid rooms. Apparently. But Becky will be able to do stand-up. Doesn't have enough E-tanks for. How that may end up affecting things.
So Wild having very quick Metroid rooms and Becky right behind him.
Wild still got that final Metroid to deal with. It's the skip.
Oh my.
Becky can do the same.
Wild making that look absolutely easy.
It's going to be trying the speed zip skip. Ooh, but the Metroid grabs Becky.
It's very unfortunate for Becky. Nah. Let's not forget, anything can happen in Super Metroid.
Now Wild is in the... needing to land 20 shots. Filling from what the...
While Wild's starting the catch-up phase, which means 4 more shots to go.
Be doing the nicely executed.
First try.
One crucial difference in the Mother Brain fights, Becky does have the supplies to do stand-up.
Yes. Now, I think this will be really interesting if we see standoff really pay off here, because so far, as Kip had mentioned a while back, that we have yet to see stand-up decide a race. So we'll see if this helps out and is enough for Becky.
Alright, Rainbow Beam phase beginning.
And get those baby thumps out in chat, ladies and gentlemen, because we have just seen one of the saddest moments in video game history.
Alright, Wild getting through Meridia 3 with all of those hyper beam shots. Letting those on Mother Brain's head.
And emergency and Franker Z, every Wild begins his escape. So get those Magoos and Franker Z's out.
The screw attack on from having done speed rather than ice sub skip. A
Becky
very
had
nice
amazing
stand up.
Absolutely amazing. That was what, one shot from the hyper beam? Holy moly. That was just honestly slow clap for Becky on that stand up. Meanwhile, Wild hitting a lot of steam. So the steam sales on. PB's half price, ladies and gentlemen. Get them while they're hot.
Yep.
As Wild finishes an official SRL time of 57 minutes and 24 seconds. GG.
Getting towards the exit of the final Torian room. Spark. Left side, but is not far enough left. Good wall jump recovery from that.
And
that would be Becky. Second with an official SRL time of 58 minutes and 28 seconds. GG.
GG to both runners. Indeed.
This is not all for tonight. Game 2 is going to be played immediately after this. Game 3 is scheduled for immediately after that, if necessary.
So settle in, everybody, because we are definitely in for a lot more Super Metroid action. Make sure you go follow those runners. Command is in chat right there for you to go find them. Make sure you go follow the my co-commentator Stump, and also our tracker Sacred Hooves. Big shout out to Sacred Hooves for doing an amazing job on tracking. Thank you so much.
Don't forget to also follow Poplars.
And ladies and gentlemen, like I keep saying, you do not want to miss any of the action. So make sure you get those antsy in your pantsy over and done with now, so that way you are back for the action. Get those snacks, get those restroom breaks in, and get those follows in. So we are lined up for a great night.
Yep, we are getting that second race ready now. Air Force.
I don't know, chat. Becky threw a super missile right down Fishy Lob's gob, absolutely making it go splody. I don't know if she gets the Dare Forces for this one. I don't know. What do you guys think in chat? Give her a Dare Force if you think she deserves it. Give her a Fish Force if you think that Fishy Lob deserves love and affection. That fish. Poor fish. Seeing a lot of deer forces. No love for poor Fishy Loft. Oh, there's a deer fish force. Well, thank you so much for that. Good luck, Bachman. I'm gonna need it.
All right, we got the runners ready up for game number 2, and we've got Namihe Holtz Ouch Viola.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an ouch seed. This seed is already cursed. Oh man. All right, so this is gonna be a lot of ouch seeds tend to be really interesting ones. So. So, ladies and gentlemen, while there's still time, give those runners a follow. Give that tracker a follow. And give Stump a follow, too. They are all deserving of your love and affection. Even if Becky did throw a super into Fishy Loft, she is still deserving of your all's love and affection. So make sure both runners get a follow.
Yeah, make sure you are following the runners. They're readied up. The countdown has started. And we've got